Hello everyone, my name is Eche, and this is the first time I'm trying an audio slide or an audio file of this nature. On a very personal note, I just finished with my comprehensive exams, very monstrous exam. I think that it is the most difficult exam I've ever written in my life, and I decided that, hey, why not reward myself with something different? So, we just heard recently about Barack Obama's re-election bid. I'm sure we're all aware about it, and I was like, hey, maybe I can give some few reactions, nothing really intense, just my own reactionary comments to this election bid, as I love politics, and especially electoral politics. So back to the Obama issue. As we've all learned by now, the president has just announced his re-election bid for 2012. Is this a good time to launch the campaign at all? Will Vice President Biden be on the ticket? Because we do know that there have been some rumors here and there about a possible Clinton candidature on the vice presidential ticket, I mean. And how similar or how different is this campaign from the last one that was held? What are Obama's chances? I'm sure that's the biggest question. What are Obama's own chances of being re-elected? Would he get a second term, or would he go in history as one of the few first-term presidents in the history of the United States? There are certain unknowns in this election. Prominent among them is, will the young people, will the youth, the college kids who turned out in droves on election day in 2008 repeat what they did in 2012? It's the energy and it's the activism, the interest and the enthusiasm that characterized election 2008 on college campuses all across the United States. Will that be repeated in 2012? Because they were a crucial voting bloc for Obama.
I'm very excited about it. I really like the man. I think he's done an awful lot for the country right now, although unfortunately I think because of the way politics itself is organized, especially in Washington, it's been a little bit harder for him to try to keep those promises he made on the campaign, because he's faced an awful lot of opposition, not to mention being president of the most powerful country in the world is pretty difficult to try to get a certain agenda through. I think what he's going to try to do, I think he's going to really try to win the base back that helped him get to the White House in 2008. Depending upon who the Republicans bring into the arena, it might be a little bit difficult for him, because there are some people who are disappointed in what he's done over the last couple of years. They figure he's kind of almost a carbon copy of Bush. What I plan on doing, I do plan on volunteering for his campaign. At what point, I'm not sure. I've got a few little political things in my area that I'm kind of looking at, but I do plan on volunteering for his campaign, and so I do believe he's going to win.
I don't really pay much attention to it. Didn't even know he launched it, honestly, so I don't know anything about it.
Thank you so much for listening. Hope to talk more about the candidates that Obama will be facing from the other party, in the Republican Party, see how much of a challenge they will be presenting to President Obama, and hopefully we can also talk about some of the domestic and international issues that might affect Obama's re-election bid. We do know that prominent among them on the domestic side, we know the country is still in a financial or a fiscal quagmire, and on the international front, the country is still actively engaged in Iraq and Afghanistan, and Obama has just committed the US to Libya as well. How are these decisions going to affect President Obama's re-election bid?